Hey everyone. All right, guys. Just finished my workout. Getting ready to put together some stuff to share with my challengers and to share with my clients before I have to head out. But I wanted to just jump on and share a few minutes with you about this whole mask thing. So check this out, right? I think I can do it. So basically, I was kind of really reflecting the other day as I was listening to some people share some really important growth in their own lives and talking about how they make connections with other people and, kind of discovering who they are and how they relate to other people. And I thought about how many layers of this stuff I've had, right? Moses. Oh, good morning, Corey. Mwah. Hi, Christine. So this mask thing, this hiding thing, this being incognito thing, has been a defense mechanism that I have had my entire life, and I know that many people have shared similar kinds of journeys, and many people are not even in a place where they can share it, but it weighs on them. And it weighs on us when we have this whole mask thing. So as we begin to shed this fear of being who we want to be and embracing the life that we really want to have, it's kind of an amazing experience to realize that that's not always an easy thing to figure out, right? So we sometimes struggle with figuring out who we really are and what we really love. And is that okay? Is that acceptable? Is this acceptable? And I want to kind of talk to you about that process of figuring out what really fires us up and what really causes us to love life and to enjoy the things that we want to have and to learn how to pursue those things boldly and bravely and lovingly, right? With connections to other people and not in fear. It is so easy to hide behind the fear of rejection. Oh, that's how we get rid of the mask. We cough. Weird, huh? It's so easy to hide behind the fear of insecurity and to avoid making connections with other people. And what we often find is that when we get to that point of discomfort, that's where we stop. That's where we hold back. And discomfort sometimes looks like shame. It looks like insecurity. Now, I'm not talking about discernment. If somebody makes you actually uncomfortable and they're hurting you or they're abusing you or they're mistreating you, you have the right to protect yourself emotionally and mentally and guard those things that are treasures for you and keep them so that they can grow and share them with people who are worthy of them and who deserve them and who receive them in love and grace and don't try to hurt you with them, okay? But I'm talking about things like seeing somebody and thinking that person is a very interesting person. I would love to be friends with them. And then that immediate thought that comes in our head with why would they want to be friends with me? What do I have to offer? Or maybe I'm going to say something wrong or feel weird. I don't want to go to an event where other people will be because they might know that I'm not good enough or that I didn't finish, some level of school, or that I don't earn as much money, or that I don't hang out with the same, caliber of people, or maybe they know more than we do. But those kinds of things are what keep us from becoming better people. Those kinds of things are the things that keep us from reaching into the connections of those people that we want to grow like and who inspire us. And that inspiration that's the thing that lights that whole little trigger of curiosity. And there's something in that person that we love about ourselves, or that we want to love about ourselves, and that we've hidden those things sometimes, and we've buried those things sometimes. So it becomes so important to pursue friendships and relationships with people, and to learn how to get out of our insecurities, to take off the disguise. Let me see if I can do it again. Yes. And it's really, really wonderful when we learn the confidence of trusting ourselves to be that kind of person, to be that friend to ourselves and to other people. And then when we see that we actually have an amazing amount of value to people that we really love and respect, all of a sudden we begin to understand ourselves in a whole nother level. Because different people have different gifts, and those gifts attract us in different ways. All of you guys are friends to me, and I love you because of the different unique things about you. But there's so much more to us that we still get to explore and learn and grow in. And that those treasures are things that I'm learning to be so much more confident in myself with. So when I see somebody who is artistically creative, and I think that is such a beautiful gift that inspires me, it makes me want to be more creative, to do things like this. When I see somebody who is bold and courageous and standing up and speaking out for truth and things that make them feel passionate, it ignites that inside of me. It fires me up to go out and to tell people that they are special or precious or have something valuable, and to defend those people and their rights to do that. That's something inside of me that I love. I love to champion for people. It's a gift that I feel like I've been given because it's something that makes me excited. So when I see that in other people and they inspire me, I feel that tinge of light, and I know that that's something inside me that I want to connect to and grow in. Singing. I've been told my entire life that I probably should not do that singing thing because I'm not so good at it. It's not been a natural gift. But I have friends that have the most beautiful musical talent, and when I hear them, I get fired up and I want to sing with them. So guess what? I have learned to begin to sing even just for myself if I need to, and by the way, I'm never alone. And I get to sing, praises to God. It doesn't matter what kind of voice other people might think it is. I love it. I love the feeling of it, and I want to grow in that. Working out and eating well and being strong and fit, this is something that I thought I didn't deserve or I wasn't capable of. For many years of my life, I wasn't that athletic person. I was always the chubby, unhealthier kid, right? Even when I was in athletic types of activities as a kid, and I did figure skating and hung out in the roller rink my entire life, I went next door to the roller rink and I ate McDonald's several times a day. And I ate roller rink pizza, and my friends from my teenage years may remember Groovers, and we drank soda, and I was unhealthy. So those kinds of things, sing a song for us, I love you, Moses. Then I'll forget what I'm saying. So those kinds of things, I learned that I love to actually eat healthy, and I can feed myself well, and I can exercise and get stronger. And I learned that I love exercise. I love running. I love fitness. Now, there are some mornings where I just don't freaking want to do it. I will be so honest with you. But I love the feeling of it afterwards, and I love the accomplishment, and I love being stronger, and I love the endorphins and the adrenaline, and I love encouraging other people to do that, and I love that they encourage me. So this is something that fired me up by friends that I was following, and I got a tinge of interest and excitement about the potential of what I saw them do. And to be honest, for years, literally years, I was so afraid to say, I think I want to try that. I was afraid, I was insecure that somebody would consider me like a poser. That's what they used to call them when I was a kid, right? Somebody who was being inauthentic or wanting to be like somebody else, and therefore that meant that I was insecure about who I was. Yes, I was insecure about being 170 pounds and not being able to move and grow, and felt like I was awful in my clothing. Yes, I was insecure about that. No, that's not vanity. I was not doing what I felt like I really wanted to do for myself, and that was to live a healthy, happy life, to feel energized and to be strong. I wanted to be emotionally strong. I wanted to be mentally strong. I wanted to be spiritually strong. And I felt like it was some sort of weakness to want to be physically strong, because somebody had convinced me that that meant that I was ashamed of myself. Yeah, I was ashamed of myself. I was ashamed of how I was eating and what I was doing to my body and what my body looked like because of that. And I was ashamed that I thought I couldn't be what I admired in somebody else. I didn't need to be ashamed for admiring someone else. I needed to be so proud of myself for wanting to pursue something more. And when I learned how to step out of all that hater head stuff, because I got a hater that lives in my head sometimes, I do. When I learned how to step out of the hater head stuff and say, I so respect my friend for doing blah, 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 and I so love what I see in that person, and then honing in on what it is that I loved about it. It wasn't that I was trying to copy them. It's that spark ignited in me the thing that I wanted to really, really grow in myself, because it's who I was. It's who I want to continue to be, and the things that I want to make stronger about myself. So there is so much freaking awesomeness to that. Now, I will tell you, by nature, my entire life, I have been stubborn. I'm talking freaking bull-headed, balls to the walls, stubborn, fierce fighter. Drove my mother to insanity. I was the one that I'm on the floor, gonna get what I need, gonna get what I want, insisting. Some people may have called it a spoiled brat. I'm telling you, my mother didn't spoil me to be that way. It is in my blood. I am one of those incredibly obsessively determined people. When something gets in my head, I want it. And it's not a greedy kind of want. It's a fixed desire, and that I have a determination to persevere and persist towards a goal that I want. So once I could tell myself that that is a strength, not a weakness to be ashamed of. Now, it could be anything can become a weakness, and any weakness can become a strength. But when I used that stubbornness as a tool to dig deep, hone in, and say, I will do what I need to do to grow myself into who I need to become, that freaking power, that passion explodes. And that I need to be able to allow myself to have that. I need to be able to allow myself to say, I will do this for me, and I will get better for me. And the other thing about me is that I want to do it for others. I'm an advocate. I grew up to represent other people in their working world so that I can make them have every possibility of having a better life. I am a union thug. Was the president of the teachers union. I became a teacher to empower teenagers as students to become amazing young adults. And then I began to advocate for teachers and for support professionals to have better working lives. And I stand and I fight for people. It's what I do. Even when I'm not paid to do it, it's what I do. So it was natural for me. When I got that whole bug to be better, to do that for other people and to want to say to you that you can do this and that we can do it together and we can equip each other and we can be fighters together and I can help you fight and you encourage and inspire me to fight. So we can be better. And that whole thing of learning how to be so great with who we are is incredible. Another thing is that I love public speaking. I know it sounds so freaking crazy to some people, but I love public speaking. Put me on a freaking stage and I am on fire. And it's not because I'm vain and it's not because I'm arrogant and it's not because I'm cocky, though some people like to put that as a label. I say bullshit to you, excuse my French. I love it. I love performing. I love sharing. I love being up in front of people. It fires me up to be in front of a crowd. I'm better in a crowd than I am even one-on-one. I really am. I feel better. I feel amazing. I was the drama teacher in middle school because of that. I did drama as a kid. I love being able to have that opportunity to speak in front of people. Well, people have shamed me for that in my life. You know, I've had people that have said because they're embarrassed by it and they see me do it, they try to call me out and say that I'm being, a show off. No, I don't have to allow that hater stuff in my head. I can love doing that. Just like somebody who loves to create art gets to love to create art. That doesn't mean they're a show off. It means it's their gift. So do not let anybody shame you of your gifts anymore and take off the masks and the hiding, because we don't need to please them. We need to inspire them. And part of doing that is saying, I will own the joy of learning what I love. And this is a journey because, to be honest, I don't even fully know everything that I love yet. But every time I see something in you that lights me up and makes me excited, I know that's a part of me, of something more that I want to explore and share. So that's my blah, 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 blah for this morning. And I don't know if I can take this filter mask off, but I so love being able to share this. Let me see if I can. Ta-da! That's me. So I don't need to have a filter. I don't need to wear a mask. I can be me and I can be real and I can share with you and I can enjoy every minute of that. And I'm going to continue to grow in my journey. And I hope that you will reach out to me so that you can inspire me and I can inspire you and that we can be great together and continue to be great together. Thank you guys for joining me this morning, and I wish you a fantastic day. We are so close to vacation. I can't wait. All right, guys. Bye.